Commander, everyone else is with the fleet en route, save the Empress, of course. She's back on Dromund Cass. I'll connect us.
Commander, I'm pleased to see you again. I am gratified that my Dark Council has worked alongside you so efficiently. Such productive cooperation is crucial to our Empire's future.
Your successes against the Republic reinforcements have all but guaranteed our victory on Corellia. But we must not become overconfident.
Walk me through your plan for the battle.
Given that the enemy is unaware of the details of our strategy, their fleets will assume a flexible defensive formation in geosynchronous orbit above the Meridian complex shipyard. Contrary to their expectations, I will take most of our ships to the far side of Corellia, forcing at least some of their vessels to break formation and engage us.
And how will you ensure that the enemy chases you?
Indiscriminate bombardment of the planet's surface. Cities, industrial centers, resource caches. We will be impossible to ignore.
We can't butcher civilians just to distract the enemy.
We certainly can.
Regardless, civilians are not a resource our enemy is short on. But Corellia is full of others they can hardly afford to lose. Focus your attacks accordingly.
As you wish. We will target industrial facilities, resource caches, and other strategic assets to draw the enemy away from the shipyard.
With their formation broken, our technological advantages will allow us to punch through the remaining defenders and conduct a surface assault on the complex. The last of our dreadnoughts equipped with Isotope 5 reactors will escort the ground assault force through the enemy's blockade. Meanwhile, the silencers commanded by Moff Pyron will destroy any Republic capital ships that attempt to interfere.
Tell me more about these silencers.
Harrower dreadnoughts, modified to carry state-of-the-art mega-laser main cannons. They can destroy enemy capital ships in a single shot.
Once we reach the planet's surface, we will attack the Meridian complex from multiple directions, seize its control center, and disable the shields protecting it from orbital bombardment.
From there, our ships reduce the complex to slag, and the Republic's best hope for victory crumbles into dust.
An impressive and well-conceived plan. But what role will the Alliance and its incomparable commander play?
The silencers are vulnerable to starfighter attack. With the Alliance fleet to escort them, that risk is all but nullified.
As for the commander, I would welcome such a deadly ally in my surface attack group.
I'm ready to launch right away.
Rendezvous at these coordinates. Our attack begins as soon as you arrive, Commander.
Let our enemies remember why they fear the power of the Sith Empire. Let the entire galaxy know our strength.
My boys have a ship fueled and ready for us. They're practically drooling. Most of them have never seen a battle this big. They'll be competing for the most kills. Care to join the pool? Winner takes any interesting gear or other goodies we managed to plunder on the way out.
Count me in. I can't lose.
That's the spirit. Everyone's gonna go twice as hard when they find out they're competing with you, shall we?
Commander, proceed to these coordinates to join our assault formation.
All ships are in position and report ready.
Let the battle begin.
Proceeding with bombardment. Targeting infrastructure and industrial objectives only.
Silencer Group, move to your designated firing points. Surface Attack Group, advance.
Isotope 5 generators at maximum output. Engines at 322%, shields at 563%.
Energy levels like that. Flying this close together, our little ships will never even show up on their scopes. we're all but invisible.
They're concentrating fire! Trying to pick us off one by one!
Ignore them. Maintain course and speed.
Shields! Failing!
We have breached the Republic's defensive line.
All ships, break formation. Scatter!
They can't shoot at us now. If they miss, they'll hit their own people on the surface.
Malgus and Krovos have outdone themselves.
Let's hope the rest goes so smooth.
Surface attack group, proceed to your landing coordinates. The final phase of the battle is about to begin. There are more ground cannons than anticipated. All shuttles proceed to secondary drop zones.
Squad, you're watching our backs. Republic's gonna send everyone they've got to reinforce this shipyard, so be ready to rack up some big kill counts. Contest starts now. A point for every kill. Officers are 5, vehicles and Jedi count for 10. And if you die, you're out. So don't get reckless out there. Understood?
We won't let you down, Major.
You never do. Hop to it. Ready, Commander?
Let's tear down a shipyard.
Aye, aye.
Enemy artillery incoming!
Push up! We need to get off this beach. We're sitting Banthas out here.
Wish we could hit Axial Park while we're here. Bet I could find some nice cuttings for my garden.
You're approaching the main Republic defensive line. Be prepared for heavy resistance.
Incoming! Close one there. Close one there.
enemy units. Send reinforcements to my location. Requesting artillery support. Fire for effect. Requesting artillery support. Fire for effect. Incoming! Requesting artillery support. Fire for effect.
You're near the industrial monorail that services the spire. If it is still operational, it will be the fastest way inside.
Invaders! You defile our home! Selden! I will not let your death be in vain.
one there. Close one there.
Hands up!
Don't shoot! I'm a pacifist.
Who are you?
I'm Theron Cedrax, obviously. Preeminent expert in exotechnology and senior design engineer for this facility.
Theron, huh? Don't you have a buddy named Theron?
Another Theron? He probably spells it the stupid way. Presumably, you're here to seize control of the facility? Or perhaps to sabotage the defensive systems?
As long as you cooperate, we won't hurt you.
A very reasonable position. I would love to make a grand speech about never giving up and choosing death over dishonor, but the truth is, the situation is out of my hands. All defensive systems, shields, anti-aircraft guns, and so on, have been transferred to the secondary control station near the top of the spire. All of this equipment is useless now. So there's really nothing to be accomplished here, and nothing I can help you with.
Commander.
Apparently the shield controls have been transferred to another control center, higher up in the spire.
Is that so?
None of the computers will respond, my lord. And I'm seeing some lightsaber burns over here.
That was the Jedi, Tau Adair. She's commanding the last of the facility's guards. She severed the connection as soon as control was transferred, then headed upstairs.
Then we have our target. Commander, on Ossus, we united our strength to crush the Jedi who tried to oppose the Empire. It's time we repeated that triumph. Join me, and together we will win a victory for the Empire that will change the course of the galaxy forever.
Together, we'll be unstoppable.
Major, hold this position, no matter the cost.
Yes, my lord. And what about him?
The scientist who built this facility could be very useful. We should keep him alive.
Whatever you say.
I should have stayed on Nar Shaddaa.
We'll keep you covered. Good luck up there. Moving out.
Hold it! Oh no.
Steady. Fear is a deadly weapon, but only if you let them have it.
Drop your weapons. Surrender. There's no need for more blood today.
We won't back down.
Fools. Not one of you could hope to defeat us.
You're not fighting one of us. You're fighting all of us.
Then you will all die.
We will stop you, here and now. They can't beat us when we stand together! The Force is with me!
You are beaten. Your shipyard will be obliterated. Your Republic will crumble, and your fellow Jedi will be hunted to extinction. Your destruction is inevitable.
As inevitable as gravity!
Catastrophic structural damage detected. Evacuation protocols recommended.
I'm disabling the shields now.
Warning. Defensive shields have been disabled. Warning.
Raven to command. The shields are down. We're evacuating now.
All ships, target the Meridian complex. Fire! Objective complete. All forces regroup and evacuate to RV Point Orek.
Commander, allow me to congratulate you on a job well done. Your victory on Corellia is an incomparable testament to your value as an ally of the Empire. Rumors suggest great things are soon to come for you. Do enjoy. Any rewards are well earned.
What kind of rumors? What are you talking about?
I can say no more. Farewell, Commander.
It was skillfully done, to be sure. You truly embody the finest aspects of the Sith doctrine.
Coordination and focus gave us this victory. When we fight as one united empire, we cannot fail.
Do not forget, our unity extended beyond even our own empire. Commander, you are a welcome sight. Do join us.
With their shipyard destroyed, the Republic has already retreated from countless worlds.
We've been watching in real time. Terribly entertaining.
I will develop plans to extend our lines and claim the most valuable of these territories in a matter of weeks.
A shame that Malgus couldn't enjoy the fruits of his efforts.
His recovery will take some time, but rest assured he will return to the fold soon enough.
Wonderful.
Victory over our ancient enemies grows closer by the minute.
What is your plan moving forward?
We should speak in private, Commander. The rest of you are dismissed. Despite our victory, I find that the Dark Council is best used for administrative purposes, and not to conducting critical wartime activities. The Empire needs an organization capable of rapid, decisive action, operating outside the Dark Council's purview. A group answering directly to me. My predecessor had such a group, the Hand, though its members were insane, murderous fanatics. I will construct my own Hand, formed of the Empire's best and most loyal frontline personnel. My first choice would be to recruit the Hand's initial ranks from your alliance, to have Odessen officially join the Empire and your members become full citizens. As you would be charged with hunting down and eliminating our Empire's enemies, I can think of no better title for you than simply Hunter. Of course, you may forego all of this and maintain your alliance's independence if you choose. I would still have you working directly with my Hand, rather than the Dark Council. The choice is yours. Will you return to the Empire, or remain the Alliance commander?
I've worked hard to build my alliance. I want to keep it as it is.
So be it, Commander. I had hoped that Malgus might act as our liaison going forward, but in his absence, I will find another suitable candidate. We will contact you very soon, Commander. For now, farewell.
They minimized the damage this time. But what about the next time?
I can't see the future, Theron. Well, not often, at any rate.
Not exactly reassuring. But I'll admit, could have been a lot worse. I said I'd give him a shot, so I'll give him a shot.
I confess, being fully funded by the Empire might have made our daily operations easier. But I have no qualms with our current arrangement.
I'm glad we're keeping some distance personally.
I'm told there's quite a raucous party up in the officers' lounge. Would you care to be the star guest? Yes, that's a much better idea. Hey, thanks again for finding me that bottle. Of course. If you need anyone to share it, count on it. Mind if I borrow her a minute?
We can catch up later.
Pretty crazy stuff, huh? Osus wasn't even that long ago. We've already made it through so much. That's war, I suppose. Still. Most grunts aren't lucky enough to work with the deadliest fighter in the entire galaxy. Which reminds me. Congratulations, contest winner. Your prize is in the mail.
I'd like to dedicate my killing achievements to the many, many people who've tried to get in my way over the years.
Never miss an opportunity for practice. I actually came to talk about something else. Back on Corellia, I didn't actually make it out with the rest of the shuttles. Got caught under some falling debris and all the chaos. I wouldn't have made it out at all if they hadn't lent me a hand.
Who?
An old ally you never met.
You're the one who tried to kill me on Mek Shah. Don't take it personally.
It was a test. Nothing more.
A test you actually passed. What are you talking about?
I am Lord Scourge, once a loyal servant of the Empire.
Kira Carson, Jedi Knight. Not thrilled to be here.
All three of us have fought the same enemy. The former Sith Emperor, Tenebrae, Vitiate, Valkorian, whatever you wish to call him. We know he was once a part of you. And we both felt his destruction, but he has always been a master of deceit. We had to be sure that he wasn't lingering in your mind, hidden, waiting to come out only in the most dire circumstances. Now, we are sure.
I don't see Jedi and Sith cooperating very often outside of my alliance. How did you end up working together?
That is a very long story.
We can't risk saying more here. Let's travel to your base on Odessen. It should be safe for us to talk there.
About what?
The final, gruesome weapon of Tenebrae.
What a mess.
I have removed all compromised components. Where shall we begin repairs?
Checking the failsafe is always first. Empress Asina had us double the explosive charges after the Osus mission. It was a real pain to hook up.
Yes. I examined the device after removing it. Highly complex.
You removed it? What are you thinking?
It was rendered inoperable due to damage. Replacement is required. Interestingly, it was the only damage not caused by crushing impacts. The exterior perimeter was actually cut by a high-heat implement.
Oh no.
Give me the droid. And a ship.
We're here. Now tell me what this is all about.
As I told you on Viken Space Dock, Tenebrae's last gruesome weapon.
Here I am.
We're here. Now tell me what this is all about.
As I told you on Viken Space Dock, Tenebrae's last gruesome weapon. He sought immortality, but only his endless spite survives now. I was his most powerful servant once, his wrath. But I learned of his true nature and plotted his downfall for centuries. Ultimately, I saw what had to be done, and betrayed my empire in order to destroy its creator. That is how I came to fight alongside Kira.
We fought the Emperor's servants constantly for years. We even thought we'd beaten him alongside my master. Then Yavin 4 happened. And Valkorion.
I received guidance from an old ally. Instead of seeking out our enemy in his current shell, you, as it turns out, we sought a different target. Tenebrae hid his original body where no one could harm it. As long as that body remained in stasis, the galaxy's greatest evil could never truly be killed.
Unless we destroyed Tenebrae, the fight against Valkorion would never really be over.
Since Valkorion is gone, I assume you succeeded.
We did. As we later learned, we destroyed his first body just as you purged the last vestige of his twisted spirit from your mind. That is when his final weapon was unleashed. A Sith ritual, carved into his very flesh, unleashed an ancient plague from every molecule of his decaying corpse.
We were both knocked out cold, comatose for more than a year. Satil Shan was the one who finally pulled us out of that nightmare, and started a new one.
Like you, Kira and I have both been vessels for a portion of Tenebrae's power. It acted as a sort of vaccine. But Satil had no such protection, nor did any of her followers. Within days, they were all laid low, trapped in a nightmarish slumber. In helping us, they are knowingly doomed themselves.
Just tell me how I can help.
The infection is worsening. There is a darkness growing among the afflicted.
We can feel their minds connecting, communicating. We're afraid they might be merging somehow.
Merging into what? Another Valkorion? Is this plague bringing him back somehow?
It's too early to make that conclusion. Whatever it is immensely dangerous. We must stop it.
How?
We loaded Satil and all of her followers onto a transport to keep them quarantined, along with a few medroids to tend to them. The transport is programmed to fly a random course through unsettled sectors of the Outer Rim, all weeks away from civilization. I can send a signal to alter the course, bring it to another empty system that's closer so that we can meet it in a shuttle.
We board the ship and connect our minds with yours through the Force. Together, we will face this entity and purge it from existence. And if we cannot purge it, then we destroy the transport and hope we've ended the old monster's schemes forever.
Send the signal. If what you say is true, this thing could be getting stronger by the minute.
I'll send the signal right away. It's gonna take a while for the transport to come back into range.
Then we should stay here until it does. If you require any assistance in the meantime, don't hesitate to ask.
Not so fast. I'm not fighting the Republic or the Jedi, so if that's what you want, definitely hesitate to ask.
Ignore her. If necessary, I can slay enough of your enemies for both of us.
Ugh.
She grows on you. Eventually.
Commander, looks like our new friends from the Hand have just entered orbit. I'll get them cleared to land right away.
Commander, I am Darth Rifix. I believe the Empress told you to expect me.
You'll be the liaison between the Alliance and the Hand?
Precisely. Competition for the role was heated, as I'm sure you can imagine. I am proud to have stood above all others. I'll have my shuttle bring me to the surface directly. I always prefer speaking in person.
Face to face at last. Your holo does you no justice, my friend.
Welcome to Odessan. We're honored by your visit.
And I am honored to be your guest. Permit me to be direct. My duty as liaison is to facilitate your operations as best I can. My success is judged by your success. I will not profit from obstructing or undermining you. Much as I savor them, deception and manipulation are not among my objectives here. I will relate my Empress's desires to you and your accomplishments to her. Anything you require of the Empire's resources, I will obtain. I shall be your ally, your spokesman, and I hope your confidant. You have my vow on it.
I hope you can live up to your word. I don't take disappointment well.
Nor should you. The best deserves the best. Now, if I may impose upon you a bit more before we delve into official matters, I would love a tour of your base. The stories I've heard.
Of course. I'll show you around myself.
Wonderful. Lead the way.
Our military wing. Commodore Pardax commands our fleet and ground forces.
Your soldiers come with the highest recommendation. To overcome the forces of Zakul, where so many others failed, they must be magnificently deadly. A pity to have lost the Eternal Fleet. But victory will be ours regardless.
Well, it's certainly no Dromund Kaas.
Did you see the way that imp glared at me?
Our underworld trading experts. You've already spoken with Hilo Viz.
Your integration of otherwise criminal activities and personnel is truly innovative. Where others see risk, you see opportunity.
My crews appreciate those free fly codes. Never had smoother sailing in Imperial territories.
Of course, whatever aids the Alliance aids the Hand.
Even the greatest institutions started off as only an idea. Our Force Enclave.
I had heard that your Force users do not rank above any other forces in your alliance. Truly fascinating.
Our science labs. Dr. Ogorob leads our research teams.
A hot scientist. The reports were true. It's wonderful to meet you, Dr. Ogorob.
You must be Darth Rivix. I cannot thank you enough for the wealth of materials you forwarded. Targeted viral pathogens, cross-species manipulation of cerebrocortical structures. Truly fascinating research.
Thrilled to oblige.
The cantina. Care for a drink?
Not at the moment, but I would love to share one later. This view is magnificent. You have so much to be proud of. I'm very impressed. You must be quite proud of what you've achieved here.
I am. Ready to get started?
Absolutely. The destruction of the Meridian complex on Corellia continues to accelerate our war efforts. We've won decisive victories in the Bormir, Atravis, and Anoat sectors. The Republic is reeling. Perfect conditions for the Hand to press the advantage.
Perfection can't be rushed. We'll rejoin the fight when I'm sure we're ready.
Of course. To that end, we are solidifying supply lines and secure communications between Odessen and the rest of Imperial space. An initial deployment of security personnel and patrol ships is already en route. All subject to inspection and approval by your staff, of course. We would like to deploy an additional complement, assault troops, transports, and so on, to serve in your missions. Having them here, ready to move at your command, would seem logical.
Any more troops that are stationed here will have restricted access. I'm sure you understand.
Of course. We are your allies, not an occupation force. Now then, there is one other matter that needs your attention as we spin up the Hand's day-to-day operations. I've acquired a list of priority targets for us to hunt down once the Hand is fully operational. Some of the targets are key Republic personnel, senators, military officers, and so on, while others are Imperial, Traitors, failed Sith, and the like. I've taken the liberty of putting several noted bounty hunters on retainer to help bring these targets in. How shall I prioritize them?
Let them handle the renegade imps. The hand should stay focused on the enemy.
A sensible course of action. I'll see it done. I believe that concludes our business for the day. Do you require anything else?
Any word on Darth Malgus? I haven't seen him since Corellia.
You are not alone in that. No one has seen him since the battle. It's all rather mysterious. Perhaps he was more badly injured than anyone knows. Or perhaps he's gone rogue again. But surely that's not possible.
I will not return. I will not return. I will not.
Once again, your vital signs have elevated far beyond ideal values. I am concerned that these episodes pose a risk of permanent damage.
Then stop them.
I have already removed all physical modifications related to your loyalty assurance protocols. These hallucinations are the result of psychological manipulation. To correct such potent mental conditioning is beyond my program's scope of practice. Honestly, I am unaware of any technique capable of editing the pathways of your mind so extensively.
I have heard of one possibility. Set course for Dantooine.
We've waited too long as it is. Something is wrong. I'm sure of it.
Smashing up the place isn't gonna solve anything. We'll find the ship. It's gonna be all right.
I take it there's no sign of the transport with Satil and her followers?
Nothing. It isn't responding to our signals. And we've already checked the next scheduled stop. No sign.
Which leaves just about 200 or 300 systems to search.
There must be another way!
Have you always been this emotional?
All we can do is start searching from the ship's last known coordinates, which, for us, could take forever. So we get an expert. We'll send T7 out with an escort and all the probe droids we can find. They'll cover more ground and sort through sensor readings faster than we ever could. T7 works his astromech magic, crunches the probe data to pick up a trail, and we find our missing ship in a matter of days or weeks, instead of years.
I can't think of anyone better for the job.
That's everything settled then. As soon as we get coordinates, you'll be the first to know. Don't worry, your furniture's safe. He'll calm down in a bit.
You don't demand anything, Jakaya. Certainly not from her.
If you're risking your life out there, I'll demand what the clan requires.
What's going on?
It seems I'm a child in need of a parent.
You're Mandalore, the Avenger. You have responsibilities to all of us.
So you often tell me.
Who's this?
Jakaya Ordo. One of my best. He managed to avoid my notice for too long, but now I've put him to work. Though I'm having second thoughts.
I would gladly go back to being an unknown, Great Mandalore. I prefer the talk of warriors to the endless jabbering of politics.
The curse of being skilled at both, you old rancor.
So you're the one. Not sure if I should call you Commander.
Friend is fine if it's all the same to you.
Friend it is. Ursha in Mandoa. The fact is, I wanted to meet you. I only know your reputation. I don't know you. It's my job to take a hard look at anyone this close to Mandalore. You won the Great Hunt. A thing hard-earned. You have my respect for that. Fate has decreed a true Mandalorian stand by our leader. Can't ask for a better gun than that.
I've worked with Shay a long time with no problems. What changed?
You don't clean a gun when you're under fire. I keep things running around here because everything has a place. Except you. It was time to get your measure.
And?
I've seen your face. Looked into your eyes. That's what I wanted.
Satisfied?
For now.
Good. I'm sure you have more important things to do.
Some clan grumbling to track down. More than the usual complaints. Ras and I will check into it. Jakaya out.
Ras?
His brother. They're a family of Mandalorians. Lost a sister a few years back.
Something wrong?
That's the first time he's mentioned a clan issue. He oversees a lot of the day-to-day details without a word.
Let Jakaya find out more. If he's one of your best, trust him to do his job.
You're right. It's hard to sit back. But he's better at rooting out trouble. He kept an assassin's knife out of my gut more than once. You're a leader. How would you deal with unrest in the ranks?
If a group has a problem, it's usually for a reason. Maybe they see something you don't.
We have more in common than I thought. Mandalorians must be allowed to speak out, to think for themselves, to be effective. Jakaya demands order. Everything working together as a whole. I understand, and it keeps it all running, but I don't work that way. Well, looks like I've got reports to review on escort missions we've been overseeing. Jakaya snuck them into the transmission. Sneaky Jakar.
I'll leave you to it.